An uneasy calm prevails at Gandatwisa in the state's Dhalai district after the recent arson and unrest. Well, BJP leaders visiting Gandatwisa 4 days after the death of a local youth faced public wrath as enraged locals forced the delegation to cut short its visit and seek refuge in the local SDM office for safety. The BJP delegation's visit comes 4 days after the death of a local youth who succumbed to injuries from a mob attack. The leaders were at the spot to assess the situation and meet the victims, whose homes, shops, belongings, domestic animals and vehicles were looted and gutted during the violence in the aftermath of the youth's demise. Well, the team led by Minister Tinku Roy along with former MP Rebati Tripura, BJP State Vice President Subal Bhomik and MLA Rampada Jamatia faced a hostile reception from residents affected by the recent violence. To manage the situation, a large number of security forces was deployed to prevent any harm to the visiting team. Later speaking to the reporters, Minister Tinku Roy described the incident as an outburst of helpless citizens rather than a protest. He acknowledged the dire situation of the residents who had been forced to live on the streets for the past 3 days. And meanwhile, Roy conveyed that the Chief Minister had dispatched the team to understand the plight of those displaced by the violence.
যে সবাই যেন নিজেদেরকে ধৈর্য না হারিয়ে ফেলে, সবাই একটু সহনশীল হয় এবং আমরা পাহাড়ি বাঙালিরা দীর্ঘদিন ধরে যে গন্ডাছড়ার একটা সুনাম, গন্ডাছড়া শুধু গন্ডাছড়া নয়, গন্ডাছড়া ত্রিপুরার একটা ঐতিহ্য। এখানে এই ডম্বুল লেককে কেন্দ্র করে ত্রিপুরা সরকারের বিশাল বড় একটা লক্ষ্য যে এখানে টুরিস্টরা আসুক। এটা যদি আমরা যেভাবে অপপ্রচারও হচ্ছে কিছুটা, যেটা ঘটেছে সেটা তো ঘটেছে, এছাড়াও যেভাবে কিছু পলিটিক্যাল ভাবে সেটাকে রাজনৈতিক রং দেওয়া হচ্ছে, এতে করে আমাদেরই লোকসান হবে। আমাদের এখানে মানুষ যেভাবে আসছিল, শুরু হয়েছে এখানে ট্যুরিজমের, সেটারও ব্যাঘাত ঘটবে। আমরা একটাই আপিল করবো গন্ডাছড়া মানুষের কাছে, আমরা সবাই যেন সংযত হই, আমরা পুনরায় আবার নতুন করে যেন আমরা শুরু করতে পারি। আমাদের যারা দোকান বা পাট যারা নষ্ট হয়েছে সেগুলো আমাদের সরকারের সাহায্য নিয়ে সেগুলো যেন আমরা খুলতে পারি এবং যারা যারা আতঙ্কিত রয়েছে তারা যেন আতঙ্ক থেকে বেরিয়ে আসে। এখানে প্রশাসনের উচ্চতর আধিকারিকরা, আপনারা জানেন আইজি একজন এখানে 3 দিন ধরে রয়েছেন, নিজে এখানে থাকছেন, আমাদের এসপি এখানে থাকছেন, তো জেলা শাসক, এডিএম সবাই এখানে আছেন, সবাই ওনাদের সঙ্গে আছেন, এখানকার এমডিসি, এখানকার বিধায়িকা সবাই রয়েছে। আমরা চাই তারা যেন আবার একটা সুন্দর পরিবেশে তারা বসবাস শুরু করতে পারে।
So an uneasy calm prevails at Gandatwisa in the state's Dhalai district after the recent arson and unrest. Well, BJP leaders visiting Gandatwisa 4 days after the death of a local youth faced public wrath as enraged locals forced the delegation to cut short its visit and seek refuge in the local SDM office for safety. All right, now to know more on this, I'm being joined over phone with our colleague Pinaki Das. So, Pinaki, yesterday the Dhalai DM and SP faced an almost similar situation when they went to visit a relief camp set up in a school. So, clearly, people are not happy with the district administration and the government's handling of things in Gandatwisa. Pinaki.
this section of people at Gandachara, they had faced similar situation earlier also, because Gandachara is a place where was once the hub of the insurgency. And these people, they were displaced and they were resettled at Gandatwisa and the periphery of the town and the market. And they had faced.
And they had faced the looting, the gutting. They had lost everything what they could manage in last 1 decade. Time when insurgency had gradually gone down, and Gandatwisa was one of the last part in Tripura where insurgency to some extent had decreased and almost now is normal. But after that, facing this issue 4 days back or 3 nights back earlier, they had again got to ground, they had become again zero because houses were gutted, things were looted, and they are now without anything. They are living in the open sky. The government have arranged a school, but that is only a temporary thing. And they have their children, their domestic animals have been burned down. So this is the anger. It is not about the arrangement, but they are also raising that one issue that they were refugee and some more people were added in that area, which led to the issue that night when they were looted. New section of population have been resettled there. That is one of the prime issues they have raised today. Many marriages were there, at least 7-8 marriages were there, and they had to stop all those things, and they have again become homeless. So, and children are there, and life in a refugee camp or a school, whatever is, you can understand the anger among them. And moreover, they allege that the things could have been avoided, but police was just silent spectator, or the security forces were silent spectator. In front of them everything happened, and the victims could see hiding in the nearby forest what was going on. That is the wrath or the anger among the people. And after the DM SP, now when today the minister led his team, they had to face it. Though the minister had assured that very soon they are trying to compensate at least 25% of the loss, as assessment to some extent is completed.